Hello pumpkins, welcome back to another video. As you can see by the title of this video, this is my very long awaited, and I do apologise, it is my long awaited Q&A slash life update. I've not done one of these in so long anyway, but also I have loads to update you on. I have had for like a month, but I haven't been able to sit down and do this video for you. I'm not going to make this intro super long because I've basically did a Q&A box on my Instagram and you guys sent some questions. I have never had so many questions on one of those boxes, so we have a lot to get through. I have a lot to catch you up on, a lot to talk about, so I'm not going to make this intro too much longer, but just one little thing. If the lighting is so bad or really like dull, it is because I cannot for the life of me have like big lights on for this video. It is too hot. So should we actually see how many degrees it is right now, because this is mad. Yeah, it's literally 30 degrees. See that? 30 degrees. So yes, like I said, not gonna make this intro any longer than it needs to be. I apologise for the lighting. I think my face looks really dull in this, but it is what it is. But obviously the first big-ish update is my new hair. How unreal. And I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but my hair is absolutely 10 out of 10. Obviously I can't take credit for it because Lane did it, but oh my god. I'm honestly obsessed. I know I've worn black clips before, but these are actual black extensions, and I've had basically my normal colour done, and then I've had a full weave and also some individual black extensions kind of spread throughout the hair. Some here, yeah, they just go all the way around my head, but I just have more at the front. But yeah, I'm honestly obsessed. It was actually meant to get done on Thursday, but Lane, basically Charlie's hair was booked in for last Thursday, and Lane was like, why don't I do it whilst Charlie's got his colour on and everything. So here we are. I feel like we should just get straight in with questions. I'm really worried my camera's gonna die and not make it through this video, but positive mental attitude. So let's find some questions. Right, so oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god, you guys. Any Legally Blonde fans? Fucking hell. Okay, there's so many. Okay, I think that's all of them. Right, so I'm just gonna literally pick some and go through them and smash through this because there is so many. So an absolute angel has asked, what are your hobbies? Love you so much. I love you too. My hobbies, I guess like this is a hobby for me, but obviously it's also a job. Another thing I need to update you on, but I will get to that. So yeah, I guess like this is still like a hobby, like TikTok, creating content. What other hobbies do I have? To be fair, I was always that like child that had loads and loads of hobbies. I did dancing, singing, acting, rugby, athletics. I did it all apart from swimming because I'm awful. I can't even swim. I used to be able to swim so well. I don't know what happened to me in secondary school, but I can't swim anymore. I actually can't swim. So at what age did you start getting into this sort of music, and what band helped you? I'm guessing you mean like alternative music. So mine's like a bit all over the place. So when I was really young, I do think I was 7. I could have been younger. I really don't remember that kind of time was a real blur. But my mum, I was in the car with my mum. I don't know if she remembers this because obviously it wasn't a significant moment for her. Maybe she does, I don't know, I've never actually asked her. But she basically was in the car and she played me Black Sabbath and Meatloaf and Queen, and those 3 bands, I don't really like, do you count Meatloaf as like alternative? I guess so. I guess he's like rock, isn't he? Yeah. So it's more like rock music. Obviously Sabbath for like a bit more metal-y, but yeah, so it was those 3 bands. I fell in love with Queen from the youngest age. Like I've always loved Queen. Obviously they're not like a heavy band, but they are like a real classic rock band. I fell in love with them, Freddie Mercury, just everything about them. I actually share the same birthday as Freddie Mercury, so that was just like written in the stars for me. I share a birthday with an absolute icon. So yeah, that was kind of how it started. And I don't know if she showed me to be like, because my mum listened to I know she loved Queen, I know she loved Meatloaf, I don't know if she loves Sabbath, she must have, but she also loved bands like Duran Duran, which I don't really know what umbrella they come under, but yeah, she has always listened to like that sort of music, and I just completely fell in love with those 3 bands. Well, you know what I mean, the 2 bands and the artists. Rest in peace Meatloaf and also Freddie. But yeah, like that's kind of how it started. And then I always remember, I always used to like Green Day, Paramore, Fall Out Boy, Panic! At the Disco, those like classic ones. I never ever was into My Chemical Romance ever. I remember my friend Kimberly from primary school telling me like, oh, you need to listen to this band My Chemical Romance, and I was like, no, I don't really like them. I don't know why, I just never was a fan. So that was that. And then my sister, she listened to a lot of bands like Good Charlotte, Thursday, if you guys remember them, and I remember stealing her Thursday CD. I don't know if she ever knows that I did that, but I literally stole that from her room, because I was told I wasn't allowed to listen to it, but I was like, honey, I'm listening to this. So yeah, but I was really young with all this, so like you literally like around the age of like 7, 8, 9. So yeah, that's where it kind of began for me. Obviously Charlie did introduce me to a lot of like the heavier bands, so like deathcore and stuff. He did kind of, where he'd always play it, obviously I'd heard it, but he'd actually got me into it, because I'd always be listening to it. But I've always loved like emo music, like that's always been like, do you know what I mean? Like I was always a bit of a grungy kid, not so much in secondary school, because secondary school for me was just, why even talk about secondary school, it's fucking awful. But primary school, yeah, I was always like the little like gothy one, like Monica will back me on this. Yeah, it was strange. Best hair products, I'm still working it out with shampoo and conditioner. I've always used brands like Aussie, Beauty Works, L'Oreal. I've never had a problem, but I do have scalp psoriasis, and I feel like it's got worse as I've got older. Like I've only really had it the past few years, but it's getting worse and worse and worse. But for that, I'd recommend, if any of you have that, is the Body Shop Ginger shampoo and conditioner. But I can't use that on my extensions, so I'm on the hunt for a new one. Any recommendations, leave them below. Is influencing your full-time job? So I have always dreamt of, obviously I've always loved doing YouTube, TikTok, all of that. I've only done TikTok for about a year and a bit, but that in that time I've loved it so much with my whole heart. But so I don't really know, like, you guys know I've worked for like a shoe brand before. I managed a shoe shop. I'm not gonna say where because I don't want people to know where I've worked and stuff, I don't know, weird. But so I was always kind of like, I'd have my job, and then I just put all my time, like my other time, into doing this just because I purely enjoyed it. And then I started to get paid for little bits, here and there, not a lot at all, like not enough to earn a wage like whatsoever, kind of like pocket money if you will, like just little bits. But the past maybe like 6 months ago I started to earn a bit more from it, but still again never enough to pay bills. But somehow, and I'm not doing it full time, and answer your question, I'm not like a full-time influencer. I would love to do this full time, and I really hope that one day I can, so I'm trying to make sure my extension's not hanging out. I would love one day for it to literally be my full-time career, well, like just income. But I do social media, so I have my stuff, which I'd say is about like, I'd say it's like 40% of my income is what I do. So like if I do brand stuff, then like YouTube, TikTok, all of that, and then the other half I actually just do social media, but not for me. So you guys have seen on Instagram anyway, so I'm just gonna say it, but I do some work for a boutique called Elatino. I do their TikToks. It is the best thing ever. I've only done that for a little while, literally since May. And I love that. I was working obviously at the shoe brand, but I left that a month ago because I was like, you know what, I can't do it. Like, I hated it. It wasn't the people, I just hated the job. It wasn't what I wanted to do, but I had to have that job for a little while until I could leave. And then obviously I got Latino, so I do social media full time, but it's like half mine, half not, do you know what I mean? I also do like other little bits like social media and all bits like that as well, but they're like my two main sources of income now, which is very mad to say. I still have a long way to go. I want to make, this is my dream basically, and if I can literally just run on this one day, I'll be the happiest girl in the world, let me tell you that. And I know I can do it. It's just, it's very hard. If any of you guys know from experience how hard this is, it really fucking is. But I'm very grateful this year that something up there has happened, that I'm getting the most amazing work opportunities ever, that I'm just a bit blown away. But yeah, sorry that was a really long answer, but that's one of the most requested oh god, sorry, I keep touching my hair, it's really annoying, but I just love it. That's probably one of the most requested questions, is about like my job now. I don't work at the shoe shop anymore. We sacked that off a month ago, thank fuck. And giving him my notice for that, no disrespect to anybody who I work with who's nothing to do with you, I was the happiest. Literally giving him that notice, I was like, oh my god, yes, take it. It was so good. So yeah, what was your favourite band set at download this year? I'm gonna say Malevolence or Ice Nine Kills. Wasn't the first time I'd see them both, but they put on unbelievable shows. Oh my god, and Day to Remember, they were so sick. Love them. Do you tan? If so, what do you use? So for a while I had my Multitan, rest in peace Multitan, you were stunning. But now I'm back on fake tan, and it is Tanologist. I love this tan, but when I get spray tans, I go to Tans to Glow in Essex. She is the best. What's your go-to outfit? I think literally a band tee, basketball shorts and Vans or Crocs. That's all I wear. It's literally all I wear. When I go to El Latino, they're all like glam and like Essex, and I walk in with like a band tee and shorts, and they're like, you're so, they call me like the punk rocker, and I'm like, I'm not punk rock, but I guess compared to them, do you know what I mean? But it's so funny, but I feel like such a, also sticking out like a sore thumb there, but I love that because they're like a family. Anyway, would you do a meet and greet? Loads of you ask this, and I'm like, does anyone care about me? I mean, never say never. Maybe one day in the future I'd be able to do one, I'd be in a position to do one, but I don't think I am now. But whenever you guys see me out, like I've met so many of you in the past month, from like Malta, Download, Slam Dunk, Heavy Music Awards. Just, I met someone in Tesco the other day, which was so mad. This guy came up to me, she's like, I'm gonna watch your videos. I was like, Tesco? But no, it was the best, it's the best feeling in the whole entire world. You guys have no idea, because I think I talk to you like so much through social media. When I see you in person, it's like, what the fuck, it's so weird, but I absolutely love it. So I wouldn't do one right now. I don't feel like I'm in a position to be able to do something like that, but maybe one day. And then also, if you guys ever see me and want to come say hi, please come and say hello, because it means the world to me. What is the best way to keep up to date with bands releasing new tour dates? Instagram, number one for me. Twitter, but I don't use Twitter, but I think Twitter's a good one for that. But I follow all my favourite bands on Instagram, and then my favourites, I'll put like notifications on for them, so I get notifications. Stuff like that, or just follow me, because most of the time I will share it. That's what I try to do. Best and worst band you've seen live and why? Best band I've seen live is Your Demise. Every time I've seen them 7 or 8 times now, something like that. Every time I've seen them, I literally want to cry, because it's just the best show ever. Such good vibes. Worst band, Good Charlotte, and that really kills me to say that, because I love them so much, because obviously my sister used to love them, and she got me into them, and they were just a disappointment. And I've heard a few people say that. I don't know if I got them on a bad day, but yeah, wasn't a fan. That was years ago anyway, so maybe they're better now, I don't know. Do you want children eventually? Yes, me and Charlie would like 3 children. How did you and Charlie meet? Okay, so this is another one that is asked all the time. I feel like I need to do an actual one with Charlie to explain this. We've done it before, but maybe like an updated one. But basically, long story short, I was in year 8, he was in year 11. We went to the same party because I was friends with the girls' party. It was, like, there's a girl that had a party in Charlie's year, obviously invited Charlie. She had a younger brother who I knew, he invited me, so I went with him, and like, not, he was there and he invited me, some other people, so we all went together. Met Charlie there for literally 1 second, got a picture together, and then added each other on Facebook. Nothing happened for years. We both had, like, he had a girlfriend, I had a boyfriend, and then on my 19th birthday he slid into my Snapchat DMs, and I'd fancied him for so long, but there is so much in that gap that has, like, where our paths have crossed for whatever, like, reason, and we were basically, like, written in the stars, I say. Defo. What 3 makeup products could you not live without? Mascara, brow, like, gel, and I'm gonna say concealer to cover up this little breakout right here that it keeps coming back. A favourite Goosebumps episode? I feel like, do you know me well enough to take the piss out of me with this, because Goosebumps is terrifying. Goosebumps gave me nightmares as a child, and the worst one, and Charlie always takes the piss out of me, is It Came From Beneath the Sink. I was traumatised by that, and I can't even look at those sort of sponges because it reminds me. So I don't have a favourite Goosebumps episode because they are all so scary. I like the Goosebumps films, but the actual, like, old TV show, count me out. If you weren't doing YouTube/Instagram, what would you be doing right now? Love you. Love you too, Alice. I can say it to you. You won't mind me saying that. Love you too. But I think, obviously social media, but then I still do that as well. Like, that's like I'm not employed, but I do like freelance social media, so I would be doing that. But if you mean like completely separate from social media, if I had the brains, I would have gone into something to do with crime or like pathology. A, I'm too squeamish. B, there's nothing up there to do it, so I couldn't. But maybe like dance, music, anything like that, musical theatre, but I fucked my foot up, so that's why I couldn't do that anymore. But yeah, I don't really know. I feel like, yeah, one of them. So shock horror, my camera did die, and I can't even literally remember what I was last saying. I don't even remember what the last question was that I answered, but I know it was on this page, and I think I finished this page. I don't know. I'm gonna go to the next one, but if that cut off at a weird point, I really do apologise. I don't remember where that cut off, but yeah, I had to go and charge my camera because it died. Favourite makeup, skincare and tanning products? So skincare, Charlotte Tilbury, and also Beauty Bay's own brand for skincare. It's literally amazing and so affordable. Makeup has to be Charlotte Tilbury. I'm really sorry, but I just love it. And then tanning will be Tanologist. How did you become a content creator? So I've always had a love for YouTubers. I used to watch Zoella years and years ago. I used to watch Juicy Star 07 when I was really young. Like, I've always loved watching YouTubers. I'd always, like, when I was getting ready in the mornings for school, whatever, I'd pretend that I'm filming. Like, I've been there, done all of that, like loads of us have. But I guess I literally have fallen into it. Like, I just started posting, basically I always wanted to do that, so I don't know if I've got my lipstick in my hand. I've never had, like, obviously I do now, but senior school confidence wise for me was like rock bottom. Like, my confidence was completely shattered in senior school, and that's when I wanted to start it, but I never did because I was like, yeah, fuck that, like, I will get abuse for starting that. I'm so glad that I didn't. It's annoying because part of me is like, I should have just gone for it, but I'm actually glad that I didn't, because I know for a fact what would have happened if I did. So I'm so glad that I didn't. But as soon as I got the confidence to do it, and I'll be honest with you, I do think that Charlie gave me the confidence to do this in the beginning, because he taught me that you should never be like afraid of things. He really was a huge part in my like journey of like self-love. I don't think he realizes that he did that for me, but he really taught me to be myself, and just go for it. So I genuinely don't think that he knows that he had that impact on me, but yeah. So I started to post YouTube video, no, I started to post more Instagram stories, and then I bought a camera, and I started to do a few YouTube vlogs. If you go right back, this was like 2 years ago or something, maybe a bit more, I think, yeah, like 2 years ago. My first videos were of course Halloween videos, because I started in October, and yeah, it went from there really. And then I think the 2021 lockdown I started to do TikTok. I do feel like TikTok has really like taken it all for me, as in like, what's the word I'm looking for here, like TikTok really kicked it off for me, and actually made it like got me like brand deals and stuff. I had a few before TikTok, but not like I do now. So yeah, I don't know, I kind of just fell into it. I've kind of found my niche on TikTok, so yeah, and I guess it's working, I don't know. So that was kind of it. I don't really know how you become one. I just always did it for fun and enjoyed it, and then now it's slowly becoming like, it is a huge part of my life already, but you know what I mean, like, I don't want to jinx anything, but yeah, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Favourite album or horror film? So my favourite album is The Kids We Used to Be by Your Demise, or Boom Boom Room Side A from Palais Royale. My two favourite albums ever. And then my favourite horror film slasher is Scream, and then like other horror film is Hereditary. What black lipstick do you use? So I hate when people ask me this, because I hate saying it, because I feel like it's not the best brand to promote, but it's the only product I use from this person. It's the Jeffree Star liquid lip in the shade Weirdo, but it's the only black lipstick that agrees with my lips. Like, I don't like any other black lipstick. I've tried to go away from that one, but it works the best. I'm really sorry, but yeah, don't hate me. Advice on being an influencer. So again, I really wouldn't class myself as an influencer. I don't know, I really don't know, but just first of all, only like post content if it makes you happy. Never ever ever do anything like this if it's not what you truly want to do. And I know that sounds so obvious, but like, I feel like people think it's just you get free stuff and you do like videos. Like, it is that, but it's way more. Like, my whole life goes into content. I share so much of my life online. Obviously not all of it, there is a lot that I don't share because I prefer to keep that, like, those parts private, but I do share a lot of my life, so I put myself out there to get hate because it happens. I'm very lucky that I don't really get it a lot, and if I do, it's not even awful. But yeah, just be prepared. It's hard work, it's not easy. Like, I'm still not where I want to be, but the change in the past 6 months is mental for me. Like, not even 6 months, like 4 months, even 4 or 5 months is mad, absolutely mad. But I work so hard, and I think I'm very much like, if I'm gonna do something, I'll give it my all, and if I don't give it my all, there's no point me doing it. So I'm like literally one extreme to the other. And yeah, I just be yourself, be consistent, do what you enjoy. Don't ever take a collab that isn't like true to you. I've turned so much stuff down. I will continue to turn down stuff that isn't for me, because all that will happen is that you guys will see it and be like, that cheer, that's not you. Like, that's not a brand that you'd ever shop with or that you actually like. So yeah, that's all. Just be yourself, basically. Just stay true to who you are. Do what makes you happy, post what makes you happy, never answer to anyone, do it safely. I don't know, there's so much I could say, but they're kind of like the main points. Oh, okay, so these are questions for me and Charlie. Okay, so I'm gonna answer them for you, and then I'll do another Q&A with Charlie when he feels better. So how did you know each other were the one? For me personally, Charlie made me feel safe. He made me feel loved. He taught me that you can get through anything. There there's so much I could say. Obviously he's absolutely beautiful to look at. He is my dream man. Tall, dark, tattoos, we have the same music taste. He's just so, Charlie's the cutest thing in the whole world. Like he looks scary, and he is scary if you don't know him, but he is an absolute dream of a boyfriend. Like I couldn't ask for any more. But yeah, you kind of just know. As annoying as it is and as cliche as it is, you do kind of just know. And I feel like people could see it around me as well. It's like people around me were like, oh, okay, this guy makes you very happy. I was like, yeah, honey. And I like how weird he is, because I'm a little bit weird too. So it works. If you could pick one band to play on your wedding, who would it be and why? I don't know if I want to say this, because we are gonna try our absolute all to make this happen. We know the band. I don't want to say it because I want to jinx anything, but we will ask them when we decide to get married to perform at our wedding. Charlie's quite good friends with the singer, and we just like know the band. So I'd like to think they'd do it. Obviously we'd pay them, of course, obviously, but you know what I mean, like I feel like they will pick what they want to do, but I really hope that they'd say yes. We'd happily pay any sort of money for them to be there. So, and like they mean a lot to us, that band as well. Like we've been there throughout their whole journey. But yeah, I don't want to say, I know it's really annoying, I shouldn't even mention the question, but I don't want to answer it because I don't want to jinx it. But there is a particular band. Who is the bigger collector? Oh my god, Charlie. I only collect like this BTS stuff, but like that is all I collect. I'm band tees actually. Oh yeah, shit. I have a lot of band tees. Oh, I don't know actually then. If I'm allowed to count band tees, it's quite close. But I do think Charlie takes that title, because if you've seen his collection, you'll be like, okay, yeah, Charlie. But I have a hell of a lot of band tees. It's not normal. It's actually not normal. Baby name ideas. I ain't answering that, honey, because I'm not having anyone take our names, and that is so annoying, because even I hate when people do that, but I just don't want to. Not even just for that reason, like it's not that deep, but I don't want to say it and then in a few years time have my baby and be like, oh, I actually don't want to call it that. Do you know what I mean? When me and Charlie eventually have our first baby, which we will do, of course, when we're ready, you guys will know the name when he or she is born. But yeah, sorry. Some of you just want a general update. Oh, okay, do you know what I'm actually going to do as I'm sitting here? Sorry if this video is literally like an hour long. Oh my god. I'm going to update you on Charlie. So I'm not going to say too much because it's not my business to tell. That's for Charlie to tell. So a load of you have been asking why Charlie hasn't been on my Instagram recently, or like YouTube. I think he's been like one vlog in the past month, whatever. Yeah, because we went to Slam Dunk, and he's been on a few TikToks. It's always on my TikTok. But he hasn't been very well, and it's not like man flu and anything like that. He's actually not been well. He's had a few health problems. He's okay. He's like, he's fine, and he's kind of like getting to be on the mend sort of thing. But he, yeah, has had a few health problems, so he's hardly been on Instagram at all, let alone on my Instagram. And obviously when you're ill, you guys know, even with a cold, like you don't really want to be on camera, do you know what I mean? And he's had like quite a few health problems. Again, I'm not going to say what they are because it's not my business. But yeah, so he just hasn't been on my social media because he hasn't wanted to be. He's wanted to get better and focus on that, and I've also obviously been focusing on that with him. But yeah, so you guys have been wondering, but that's literally it. Like nothing deep has happened. He's just not been very well. Yeah. Did my camera die for the second time trying to film this video? Yes. It died again, but we're back. I really hope I'm kind of answering the main things that you guys want to know. Like I said, there's so many repeats of questions. I'm just kind of trying to answer the ones that like people coming up and stuff. A load of you have asked how Malta was and how Download was and all the festivals. Oh my god, literally insane. So obviously I had Malta Weekender. That was the most insane week of my whole entire life. Like, obviously if you have not watched my Malta vlog, please go and watch it, but that was only about 2% of the fun that I had that week. I've never made so many friends in my life who are now like family to me. People who I'd never met before, never even spoken to before, and then obviously people like Katie, Kyra, Yasmin, who I'd been friends with. Had I met Yasmin before? Yeah, I'd met Yasmin before, actually, that's a lie, but I haven't met like Katie and Kyra. So yeah, to meet them and like all my other friends who I've known online who I've not met, so I had them as well. Like, it was just the most insane experience of my whole entire life. I would never be able to put into words quite how amazing that week was, and everybody who went says the exact same thing. Like, it was like nothing we'd ever experienced before, and I think like they are probably going to do another one next year but in a different country, but it will never be as good as that because it was like the first one. Do you know what I mean? None of us knew what to expect. I knew it would be good, but I did never in my life think it would be to the extent that it was. Like, I could literally sit here for ages and tell you how amazing it was. I felt so down coming back. Literally, me, Lorna and Connor, who you would have seen in the vlog, we all like travelled back together, and we were all just like, what do we do now? It was just so good. It was the best week of my life. I've made the most amazing friends who I will cherish forever and ever and ever. I met people who I was just like, how am I now friends with you? Like, it's crazy. It was just like one big family. Even like bands I've seen say, like who went, I've seen say that was the most insane week of their life. Like, it's just mental to me how good that was. It's so mental. And I met some incredible people in bands that I adore, and I'm like, what the fuck. Obviously I met Chris from Motionless in White. I met the whole no, I didn't meet the whole of Motionless in White. I met Chris, Vinny and Ricky. I didn't meet Justin and Ryan, I think his name is. Oh my god, if that's wrong, I'm so embarrassed. I think it is Ryan, yeah. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I really hope they, not that they'd ever see this, but yeah, I just focus on Chris, you know. But yeah, I met Chris, Ricky and Vinny. I got pictures of them. Chris loved my tattoo. You would have seen all of that in the Malta vlog. But yeah, I met them. I met so many other people from bands. I've become friends with a few of them, which is so mad. But yeah, I just can't really believe how insane it was. And then I literally got back from Malta on the Tuesday, and then on the Saturday I had Slam Dunk Festival. Slam Dunk was really, really good, but I think especially because it was straight after Malta, it was like, it was okay. It was good, but it wasn't insane. And then the day after that I had Heavy Music Awards. That was amazing. Like, that was a really random one, and me and Ella said the same. We were like, we didn't expect to have fun at the Heavy Music Awards, because they invited me like in exchange for like TikToks and stuff, and I went, and it was really fucking good. Like, it was really, really good. Me and Ella had an absolute blast. You know those nights that you don't expect to have fun, but it's like, oh my god, loved it. And then literally a few days later I had Download Festival. Download was insane. Again, met so many cool people, made friends with these people. Like, it's just, oh my god, like, I was like, what the hell is my life? But I have so much content from the past month on like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, so you can go and relive that, because I do every now and then. I watch them back and I'm like, oh, it was the best month of my life. So yeah, I had Download. That was insane. I mean, I had so much fun at Download. And then I had something else. What else did I have? Oh, I've had some events that have been so good. Outbreak Festival, that was amazing. I meant to vlog that, but Charlie went with me and he didn't feel like up to talking and stuff much on that camera and things, so I was like, you know what, let's just not, because I'm too uncomfortable. But yeah, Outbreak was insane. It was Jordan Myers' last ever performance. I mean, I hope that they do something else. I hope something comes up where they perform again, but as it stands, that was it for them, and it makes me want to cry if I talk about it, so I'm not going to sit and talk about that, because that band is just so special to me. I feel the emotions coming through. Jordan Myers, if any of you ever watch my YouTube video, just know, please do one more concert, and then after that do one more, and just keep going, because I miss you. So yeah, I had Outbreak, insane. I've just been living my life, guys. I've honestly lived, I feel like, my whole 24 years in 1 month. It's been the most crazy month. I have had the worst cough ever, because it's like constant festivals, smoke from like smoke machines, everyone's smoking around me, screaming, shouting. You would have heard my voice in some of those vlogs, it was just non-existent. But yeah, I just have made so many friends this past month, and everyone kind of lives all over the place, so I'm a bit like, because I wish I could see them every day. But yeah, I'm gonna try and sort something soon, because I want to do something for my birthday with everyone, and not just invite like everyone from the past month that's come into my life. But yeah, so that's that. I could sit and talk about those experiences. I could make a whole video on that whole time, but I'm not gonna. I still haven't got my disposable camera developed yet, because I'm too nervous to do it, because I know I'm gonna cry, because it's literally all my pictures from the past month that I've not seen. So I need to get that developed, but I need to be not due on my time of the month, because I will cry. But concerts I've got coming up, because that was another question. I've got Cassia in September. I've seen her live before, but I've never actually listened to her music, but I've heard good things, and my friend wants me to go with, so we're going to go to that. I've got Suicide Silence for the Empiricon Never Say Die tour, and Cabal's going to be there as well, if you like Cabal, like a bit of deathcore. Who else am I seeing? Oh my god, Brutality Will Prevail's last ever tour is in September, which I will cry at, because they were the first hardcore band that I got into and that I ever saw live, so that's going to be a bit emotional. I've got Pierce the Veil, Chelsea Grin, Carnifex, Parkway Drive with Lorna Shore and While She Sleeps, which is going to be insane. I still have loads, basically, and I'm going to keep booking stuff. I've already booked next year Ice Nine Kills, Motionless and Beartooth, and obviously I'm going to go to Download, because I'm working with them again next year, which is so exciting. Oh my god, it's so exciting. Yeah, I'm so excited for next year. If this year was good, just imagine next year. I'm very excited. But yes, so I think that's all I'm going to answer for now, because this video must literally be about 3 hours long. But any other questions, you guys can always message me on Instagram. Whatever you want, you can ask me anything. I probably will answer, as long as it's not something invasive, like show me a picture of your toes, because I won't be doing that. Believe it or not, I do get asked that. But yeah, you guys can always talk to me about anything. Also, new tattoo done by Grace Neutral. I went to her event on Wednesday with Molly. How cute is that? Absolutely pointless, but she's cool, and I've always wanted to be tattooed by her. Charlie was very jealous, because she's like top of his list to be tattooed by, and I got tattooed first, honey. There is a lot to come from me this year, and definitely next year. Next year I want to be a very big year for me. I'm just gonna put it out there. But this year I have so much content. I filmed literally a month's worth of TikToks yesterday. Obviously I'll do more as I go anyway, but like, I want to really push my content. I want to give as much as I can to you guys. So obviously TikTok every day, which I do anyway. If you don't follow me on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok, because I literally post it all the time. YouTube videos, vlogs. I want to do more reactions, because you guys have been liking those. I want to take you along with my crazy life, and I want to see where it goes. I'm so excited for the future. I've never been in such a happy place. I still have my, obviously you guys know I suffer with like anxiety and depression and everything, but I still have those times. Obviously it's never going to leave me, unfortunately, but I'm the happiest I've ever been, and I'm so content, and I know exactly where I want to go now. I know exactly who I am, and I've never been able to say that, and I genuinely from the bottom of my heart give that all to you guys. Every single one of you has changed my life, and you are continuing to change my life. This is only the beginning. I'm so excited for the future. Every opportunity that I ever get wouldn't be without you guys, so yeah, I just can't thank you enough. And we're only halfway through the year, so it's very exciting. Still got Halloween, we've got my birthday, August. I'm not a fan of August, but we're gonna get through it. But yeah, my birthday's in September. We've got Halloween the whole of October, my anniversary. We've got November, December, Christmas. Like, I'm so excited for the rest of this year. And I'm excited for what's to come with my YouTube and everything. So make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube and you're following me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to really work so hard and get as much content out as I can for you guys for the rest of this year, going forward as well. Obviously next year I'm excited for. I'm going to end this video finally. I'm going to edit it, which is probably going to take me about a year. And I will see you guys in my next video, which I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm sure it'll be something fun. As always, thank you so much for every little bit of support that you show me and every little bit of love. You will never quite understand what it does for me, like mentally, and B, like, you'll just never understand how much it means to me. And yeah, and I know that you guys will always send your well wishes to Charlie. I've had a few already, and he's very grateful also, and hopefully you'll see him back soon, as soon as he feels up to being on camera, because I'm just trying to respect him at the moment. Respect the fact that he doesn't want a camera in his face, because he's probably like, "Chick, can you fuck off?" But he does want to come on camera. He's been saying he wants to be in a vlog and whatever and do a video, so it will be soon. But yeah, thank you for being patient with me the past however long. Obviously I have been uploading, but they've been like holiday vlogs and stuff like that, so it's all been a bit crazy, but I just love being able to share those experiences with you guys, and I wouldn't have had those experiences without you guys anyway, so the least I can do is just share them with you and take you along with. So yes, I'm going to stop now. I'm going to end this video. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for everything. I love you all so much. You're literally my pumpkins forever and ever. I will always love you guys and always be grateful to you guys. So yeah, here's to the future. I'm going to cheers you with my empty coffee. Cheers. Bye pumpkins, love you.